Where the hell's Teb?
It's Aloy!
So it is.
Aloy, you've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
I knew you would
Foolish
survive.
woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
You have to
Her
wait.
very presence here is a blasphemy.
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Guess being a stitcher came in handy in combat after all, huh?
Yes, I suppose it did. You.
Hello, Resh. Still guarding the latrine?
You should speak to the matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to ask you some things.
Of course.
I've already asked him this.
I should speak to the High Matriarchs.
Yes, they're waiting for you. We'll talk later.
Aloy, remember us? I brought Mother's spear with us. Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
The battle was lost until you came. So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her. She is a curse made flesh. She will be the end.
Excuse me.
Aloy!
Talk amongst yourselves.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to Aluthia Cradle 9, Route 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
stranded figure. That should be the second of my 3 special. Yep. Number 1 and number 2. Now I just need the 3rd one. Wait, does it have a save option? It does not. Okay.
So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me?
Just stab Lensra? I know, right?
So this was it?
Where you were born.
But why?
What is blue What is blue gleam? It's a rock that I can trade for cool stuff. Something about oh well. That was short. Yeah, you weren't here for the last session, were you, Baka? A lot of stuff was updated in the last section, like a lot of information. And it turns out one of the steps, well, do you want me to spoil it for you?
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Yeah, honestly, you should play through that.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time.
What was that one video you see where the guy's like talking about some of the worst things in the world, and he has it written on a dry erase board with sheets of paper, and he rips one of the sheets of paper off and it says rapist, and it's all like, rapists are terrible people, but there's one thing that's worse than rapists, and then he rips off the paper right next to it and it says child. And he's supposed to say child rapists, but one of the dudes that's watching him do this is all like, children. No. You've seen that, right? Children are the worst.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black.
this is where they lived. It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and go off steam.
How much you want to bet you know what they were doing?
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore. But there's food out there? We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go!
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other. What will happen to you? I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Huh. So we did go through the education process. Why was the information lost? That's weird.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted. Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Okay, so they weren't allowed into the learning center.
Welcome, students. Please pick up a focus device and place it on the side of your head, just behind your eye.
I had to dredge the pits of the world looking for focuses to repair. And here sat a trove, enriching no one.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hey, what's up, Cad?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a... Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Pipeline control accessed. Priority message for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Operations log is what it is. Notebook. Data points. Operations log. Interesting.
Identiscan malfunction. Present credentials.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if? Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
That's an AI. Well, it was an AI. It's dead now.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Yeah, I'm a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. Hades is not a virus. Hades is part of the AI root program that was designed to... There's a whole flaw in the story, but Hades is designed to reset the global recreation of life if it fails. But apparently Hades was damaged and decided, you know what, I'm going to do that all the time.
Malfunction rectified. Eleuthia 9. Brood 1 access unsealed.
Hades was intended. He's just not working properly. Wait. So if the game wants me to go up, what is down? The Reapers to the Leviathans? Kind of in a roundabout way. Like, the whole setup was designed so Gaia was like this overarching AI that controlled a whole bunch of subsystem AIs that were designed to recreate life on Earth and repopulated it with plants and animals, and then once that was ready, reintroduce humans to it. There was another program that was supposed to educate the humans, which is Apollo, which was all the computers around there that nobody got to use for some reason. And then the last one was Hades, which was designed so that if at any point the other systems failed, or the overall thing, the overall terraforming failed, Hades would kill all life on Earth and let Gaia try again. But something broke Hades and he decided to just constantly kill all life on Earth, whether it was succeeding or not. But he might have been triggered by the fact that Apollo wasn't working. I don't know.
This is going to be interesting.
Not exactly, Baka, no.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! Up! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
All right, what's the name of my next quest?
That the mountain was her mother.
Mountain that fell. Can I get back in here?
For their desecration.
Those who spill their tribe's blood will pay for their desecration. They say she came from the mountain, that the mountain was her mother.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me, said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, A band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed.
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission?
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirza, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
Have you seen the Anointed in action? I pity and...
Shut up, Resh.
Anointed.
Just as All-Mother struck down the Metal King, her anointing will cleanse the land of corruption.
Don't have another shot for this one.
There, now they can't use it against each other. Not that they would, but...
The snow's got a bite out here.
Alright, so... This is not the way down. How do I leave? Oh. Nah. I'm glad you're still here, Cad. The more the merrier. Okay, so let's save real quick so we don't have to go through that again.
Easier when I was a kid.
Cadbury. Alright, let's head up there. Alright. So there should be plenty of medicinal herbs. Did I visit the northeast where the big chasm is? Are you talking about where the DLC is? I'm not quite sure you're talking... When you say big chasm, we're talking about the same thing, but... Oh, where the climbing path was blocked. No, that wasn't the northeast. Where was that? That was... okay, it was northeast of this area. So yeah, it's like north central. It's that spot. I think that's probably the Metal Devil. If I had to guess. Yeah, because see, that's where my next quest is going. It wants me to go there. But yeah, I think that's probably the Metal Devil. At the end of the bitter climb was the jerk bird. Yeah, that's where I first hit the storm bird, yeah. Yeah, it's not there anymore. I killed it. Ruined quest progression. Nah, I think it's fine.
Home. To think he built all this. Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in. Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that for Elizabeth and Gaia and for you. Well, I've got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
Sorry, everybody. Cappy was being annoying. Actually, no, she was asking if I wanted something to eat. And I was like, I don't know, what are you gonna have? And she was all like, I'm gonna have this. And I was all like, I want some too. Hope she's feeling better. Yeah, nah. She's doing alright, but I'm going out of town next week, and she's not excited about that for obvious reasons, so... But I mean, all in all, she feels fine. She's just like headachy and a little stressed and stuff, but... Okay, so I have... Heavy spear attacks deal increased damage when Aloy is low on health. Increased chance for looting resources when looting downed machines. Call mount. I don't really care about call mount at all, to be honest. Alright, so I have Prowler and Brave fully upgraded. I think I'll upgrade Forager next, since there's only 2. And then I'll start going down the Traveler path. What level am I? 46? Yeah, I should be able to get plenty of skills to upgrade everything. Okay. The one thing I do want to eventually try to do is... Wow, it's still So this campfire is set up so that it always gives you the tutorial version of how to use a campfire. That's funny. Anyway. Quests. Go to the Bitter Climb. What is this? The mountain that fell? That is also... Let me look up the list of mission names. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't go too far and can't go back. Because I read an article that was like, look for this mission name and don't go past this one before you do the DLC. Let me pull this up. That one. All I did was look at the name of the mission. Mountain that fell. Okay, that's the last quest before I need to stop. So I'll go ahead and do this one. The one after this one is called The Looming Shadow. And that's the one where they're like, before you do this quest, you should do the DLC. So I'll do this quest next. And then we'll go do DLC. Wait, did I just get an email? Don't be work. Okay, it wasn't work. Good.
Mother's heart. It seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
But by the will of the goddess, they could not break us.
Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna teleport here, and we'll walk up the front of the mountain. Spam? No, it's YouTube stuff. I'm on call at work, so I was just making sure that it wasn't something work-related, emailing and being like, emergency, must be addressed immediately. Because then I'd be all like, well, sounds like we're cutting the stream short. Hey, there's a side quest right here. What is this? Not as exciting? No, it's just somebody left a comment or something. I didn't look into it.
Find help.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff. The Glinthawks keep attacking. They'll kill my brother. Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Aren't these... Isn't Pitchcliff where I killed the Glinthawks last time? Where the dude said they would stop attracting Glinthawks? Are they still trying to attract the Glinthawks? Like idiots? Am I gonna have to kill them?
spear propping me up now.
I'm being attacked. Help. I can't fight! Please help me!
Help! Help! I'm under attack! Too high!
It won't take too much time. Come here, please. I'll talk fast. Come here. I won't waste your time. You saved my life. I give you this. Let's leave it at that.
Generous reward box. Bow, 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 bow. Koa, you awesome. Pitch Cliff.
Fresh as it comes.
Jeez, that's a lot of Glenhawks.
What made these Clintox attack? I better speak to whoever's in charge.
Tanked or exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
Jesus.
Attacks keep coming.
I hope not. I just go through the front door? Hello? Oh. Hi.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where do you come from?
A man named Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the Glinthawks? Has anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap. Not like the Carja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Carja have been leaving scrap around?
Here? Never. If a Carja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no. Why do you think the Carja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Carja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Carja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Carja at the other end.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these Glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bung. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
A little bit.
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Carja's behind all this.
We'll find out. Didn't I shut down the facilities that were making all the robots? No. I used those facilities to learn how to take control of the robots, but I didn't shut them down.
That device is sending out a signal. Might be what's attracting the Glinthawks.
There's somebody next to it.